Beautiful.
And I just
bravo.
But I can wait.
Thank you, Francis.
Yes, that was beautiful.
What?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Is that enough?
Prelude music.
Yeah.
Maybe, Greg, you guys can just find wherever you want to sit, and then we'll trade whenever in a few minutes. When
We should do it upstairs.
We'll just go sit where you're sitting, and you sit where we're sitting.
I was thinking it might be nice to have put the chairs and everything around
We'll switch with you when you come.
so that
Sounds good.
if we wanted to dance.
There you go.
But that didn't
Do
get
it
done.
circular, so there was room for dancing.
And we pushed all the chairs up
You
against.
should have all your concerts and stuff upstairs.
you want to play some more?
I could play one that goes in with that particular one. That one was Malagueña, and this one is Andalusia. And you might remember it. They made it into a popular song.
Do I hit broadcast live, Cody, or record offline?
You hit here. It's record offline,
Record offline.
and then you should see a microphone.
Yeah, now it's
Press the red button.
I haven't practiced. I mean, I don't.
Is the stop button available now?
Sounded beautiful.
That's it.
Segovia played that. I mean, and it's a famous.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a famous. It was originally piano, but
And you could sing it too. It's
That's
beautiful.
when it came up with the option.
Didn't he sing it as well? Oh, I've heard it sung. It's
what, Malagueña?
That's
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's actually maybe a different Malagueña, but
This one.
You got one more?
That's spot taken. Work today.
Oh, shit.
So I'm sticking.
Francis, is that really a pedal, or were you just automatically doing your foot on it as it
Oh,
is?
that's a sustainer
That's a
pedal.
sustainer.
It is a pedal.
Yeah, a pedal,
It's a
right, yeah,
sustainer pedal.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Mm.
And I had mentioned this to, if it would take your participation, but these are the song sheets I used at Strawberry for the hymn singing that we did there. If you want, but I have no investment whether we do it or not. But if you think it would be something we'd want to do,
Yeah, maybe another time.
okay, good, that's fine.
Thank you.
Maybe before everybody goes home.
Yeah.
I see if Charles is coming? See? Where's Charles? Should I just knock on his door? I'm sure he knows what
okay.
time it is. Okay.
You want me to go up and ask him?
Well, I'm happy to do that. I just, I'll just do it. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, I thought we were going to see.
No, not now.
Oh, okay.
Well, before Laura and I start, I was gonna see if Emily and Greg could come up and do a couple songs to open us up.
We've got 3 altogether. So
3,
Yeah,
great.
the opener-
Sure,
the opener-
yeah.
The opener show.
Yeah, the
With the-
opening
with the support act.
opening act. Yeah.
Warm us up. Where'd you want to sit?
Okay, this side. Over the ground. And we're going to start with Float on the Breeze. I don't know what anything is for. I don't know what anything is for. Glad I don't. In stillness, all will be revealed. Judge, I won't. No definition, no cognition, please. Let it float on the breeze. Know me. Presently free. Just float on the breeze. The retrospective fears perspective. No, I won't pontificate to postulate. I say, whoa, don't fill the space, not to fixate. Hold this point of view. My perception, a grand deception. I don't know. I bet float on the breeze. Know me. Presently free. Just float on the breeze. My wife said to me the other day, she said, shut up, you've had your say. I said, yeah, but what about and what if? And she said, no buts, they're in the way. Well, it got me to thinking about not thinking, an oxymoron day. Chase a mountain, having a whale, words fail. A bit float on the breeze. Know me. Presently free. Just float on the breeze. Just float on the breeze. Spirit, you drive, you drive, you drive, alright, you drive, alright. You take it from here, take it, you take the wheel. White knuckling, tight knuckling, overdriving over the edge. Up on my shoulders, a mind that smolders, a control freak that I call the Greg. Of 55 years and 55 sneers, he's over the limits, over the grimace of planning, scamming, scheming, dreaming. Who is this me in need of redeeming? Well, enough is enough, and now keep it up. Holy Spirit, you drive, you drive, you drive, alright, you drive, alright. You take it from here, take it, you take the wheel. I could enjoy the view from the passenger seat, watch the clouds of dial delete, give it to the GPS to navigate the present moment. I investigate, feeling some peace now. What a relief now from a story of apparent grief. Now it's never too late to recalculate. Trust the sauce. I mean I can't make. Yeah, enough is enough. Now I trust. Holy Spirit, you drive, you drive, you drive, alright, you drive, alright, you ride, trust the sense of everything, come on ride, trust the sense of it all, we will ride, trust the sense of everything, come on and ride, as we trust the Spirit. Come on, you drive. Alright. You drive. And we will ride. To trust the Spirit. You drive. Alright. Yeah, you drive. Yeah, and I will ride. And we trust the Spirit. Holy Spirit, you drive. Eric, could you pass my drink over to me? Thank you. I like a little bit of a lubrication, do you? Okay, not to be too serious.
Death of an ego,
Nobody cried.
death of an ego.
The end of tears and lies.
Nobody
Here's
disappears.
a deep mind cleanse. It was death
Of an
ego
ego,
was just a fractured lens.
suffering succotash.
Just a daffy story.
A foghorn big yawn,
Just a Looney Tune.
scared of its own shadow.
Warring, boring. It was
So poof to the ego.
I got nothing more to say. Except
Hooray, hurrah, I'm happier by far. Yip, yippee!
I set the spirit free. Hooray!
Hooray,
Hurrah!
hurrah, no more blah, blah, blah. Yip, yippee! The sinner isn't me. There is no sin in me.
So it's death to fantasy, 'cause love is all that's real.
Pop goes nothing.
The unreal is unreal. Now there's only happy dreams, no more show and tell. Pop goes the weasel, and with it sick and well. So hooray,
Hurrah, I'm happier by far. Yip, yippee! Let's set the spirit free.
hooray,
Hooray!
hurrah!
Hurrah! No more blah, blah, blah. Yip, yippee! The sinner isn't me. There is no sin in me.
There is no sin in
You.
innocent, we're free.
Free.
We learn this two by two.
Two.
So what more can I say? Except I'm the Holy One who sees through the nothing. The dreamer is undone.
Woohoo!
Holy Spirit guides me, tells me what to say.
Tells me when to shut up and tells me when to pray.
So hooray,
Hurrah! I'm happier by far. Yip, yippee! Let's set the spirit free.
hooray,
Hooray!
hurrah!
Hurrah! No more blah, blah, blah. Yip, yippee! The sinner isn't me. There is no sin in me. The sinner isn't me. There is no sin in you.
Now we can enjoy the rest of it. We don't have to sing.
We can relax now.
Is this your sweater? Yes. Can I borrow it? Yeah.
It's cool.
Maybe I'll put that on the strawberry CD.
We'll change it.
Didn't have it a strawberry, but it was damn good.
Strawberry never ends.
Yeah, that's right.
We're in the strawberry state of mind now.
You feel like doing House of Joy?
Yeah, we could do House of Joy. It seems fitting.
Yeah. Here we are.
Here we are. Are you going to do it? I don't think we've ever played it together.
never-
Not that that ever stops us. Because unlike these two, we never practice.
Yeah. This is our
We'll have
practice
to
session
try
here.
that sometime. They actually sound really good.
I know, it's like, oh man, we gotta follow that.
Jeff gave us an hour out of task time for rehearsals.
Oh, we should blame it on Jeff.
I had that thought this morning when you're like, oh, we can't really practice until later. I was like, oh, maybe. You never know, yeah.
Probably everybody in the house knows the story, but there's a few people who don't, maybe. But after Strawberry last year, I was changed forever, and I had been spit out of my old life in order to get to Strawberry. Actually, it starts even before that, when I was invited to go to Strawberry by David in the fall of 2011. He called me in the car and said, "Oh yeah, we're in the car and we're listening to one of your songs and we're dreaming up this festival and we want you to come. It's going to be Strawberry Fields Forever, and isn't that great?" And then I was about to say, "But I can't play in front of people," and he passed the phone off. And then for 8 months, I just shit.
He's like, yeah, great. Hey, you're coming, great. Here, talk to Helena.
I think it was Ricky. So, yeah, I had always played in my living room by myself for plants and cats. That's what I always say. It was true. And I had one kid, not the other one, but Paul would listen, and he really was the only person that I ever played for. And I had so much fear around music and playing, and it just, I couldn't imagine doing it. And I had tried like an open mic before, and yeah, I just didn't enjoy it, and I didn't know how I would do it. And so I really kind of in my heart said, well, I don't think I am going to do it. I'll just say no. But then the Holy Spirit worked with me. Like, you know, just these angels would drop in. And first, Grace from Vancouver Island, Grace Debbie, that some of you know, she used to be Sandy. She contacted me out of the blue and said, "I really think that we ought to get together. And I really think that you should play guitar with my husband, Boris." And then my friend from the past who used to do music with, he used to teach me, and he had a band, and he was arranging open mics by that point, and he invited me, and it just all these little baby steps, and all this mind healing going on at the same time. I mean, massive amounts. And yeah, so Boris was supposed to be my collaborator, Grace's husband, for Strawberry, so that was my little hook. I thought, oh, okay, if I'm going with him, then I can just play with him. As it turned out, that didn't happen. But by the time I did get to Strawberry, like, so much had been undone in my world. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of stories around my experience there. But when I got done, I was in this state where I could see it's all in my mind and there's just one purpose happening here. And I knew that my next move, because I was really in this kind of limbo, I had my suitcase from Strawberry and that's it. And I knew that whatever I did would need to come to me through an invitation, because I knew in my heart that I wasn't to avoid anything, I wasn't to go towards anything, I was to just wait. And that had been demonstrated over and over again for me at the Strawberry Festival. It was like this intense teaching in my mind going on. And so I just waited, and there was a guitar that I had promised to send to Cindy Stanley. And for whatever reason, there were many reasons I procrastinated, and the day that I finally called her to let her know that I had shipped the guitar was on a Wednesday in August, late August, and she said, "I really need to talk to you. I really feel like there's a story in you that I need to hear, and I'm feeling that you should be in community. And we just bought a house on Monday, or made an offer that was accepted, and we're closing on Friday, and there are 7 bedrooms, and all of them are filled but one. And have you ever thought about living in community?" And my mind went, that's an invitation. So I had always said I would never live in community, right? But I had gone through so much healing and letting go of resistance, and I just knew I was to follow my invitation. So, I skipped one part of the story that relates to this song, which was a few days before the guitar was shipped to her, before I made that phone call. I was in the car, and I was at a stop sign, and I was just praying in my heart, okay, I think I'm ready for my invitation. But then I was also noticing where I wasn't ready for my invitation. And I remember I saw this tsunami of light and joy coming at me, and I laughed at myself, because I thought, okay, tsunami isn't really like a happy word. That's usually like you're going to be mowed over by it. So there was some fear associated. So I just kind of said, okay, I'm just, working that through. But then I heard really clear in my ear, I heard, "You've learned this far through suffering, and now you'll learn through joy." And then the phone call with Cindy happened just a few days later, and I got the invitation. And then on Friday, that was Wednesday, and on Friday, JP called and said, "We've named the house. We've named it the House of Joy." So I knew it was like the start of this new chapter. And shortly after I got here, this song came through. So. And it's in a funny tuning. What was that?
I heard everything.
Oh, good. She was worried my voice wouldn't carry, so.
Yeah, I told her she
You didn't
I
like
requested she bring a mic for her voice.
It was a little low for me, so I'm glad you heard that one. That means you're going to hear everything.
I'm going to do one that I wrote. It's the last song I wrote maybe a year and a half ago called Heaven is Perfect. And I sang it at one of the satsangs that we did at the festival. And Laura sang with me, and it sounded amazing. So I pulled out the lyrics if you want
good.
to sing again. Heaven is perfect. Heaven is perfect right now. Heaven is perfect, and heaven is here right now. Everything else that I seem to see, it doesn't really matter, 'cause it's got no reality. All I really want is to remember heaven within. Spirit is perfect, my spirit is perfect right now. Spirit is perfect, and spirit is what I am now. Everything else that I seem to be, it doesn't really matter, 'cause it's not my reality. All I really want is to remember the spirit I am. And I don't have to fall from grace ever again. I can chillax and listen to your voice, beloved friend. I hear you calling me back to the home I never left, singing heaven is perfect, yeah, heaven is perfect right now. Heaven is perfect, and heaven is here right now. Everything else that I seem to see, it doesn't really matter, 'cause it's not my reality. All I really want is to remember heaven within. 'Cause heaven is perfect, yeah, heaven is perfect right now. Heaven is perfect, and heaven is here right now. Spirit is perfect, spirit is perfect right now. Spirit is perfect, and spirit is what I am now. Heaven is perfect, and heaven is here right now.
Feels pretty perfect anyhow.
He does. Yeah. But open up. Okay. So, a few months after the phone call, I think there were the other thing that happened is these messengers would just show up at the house. They just seemed to need a place to stay, and how can you turn down the poor, traveling, wandering peace messengers? So Sarah was there. Actually, Eric was there once with Sarah, I think, on the camp. Yeah. And every time my mind would sort of be blown and there'd be big chunks of things flying off, and then usually a song or two would come out. And this was one of them, and I figured, well, if I'm just, so afraid of singing a song, then I'll just write a song about being afraid of singing a song. So that's what this is. I didn't know anything about expression sessions, but something in me knew about expression sessions. I actually blogged. That was how I dealt with all of that. So. I think the song actually starts that way now. I've done. Yeah.
is one most of you probably heard. Sometimes I get so afraid of this made-up world I made. But when I trust inside, there's no need to hide my heart. 'Cause I have suffered far too long, thinking I could know for myself what's right and what's wrong. But now I'm learning to laugh at all those games I played in the past. 'Cause now I'm living by the rhythm of the soul, and it's calling me home. I'm giving up believing that I really know anything at all. I'm forgiving myself for being afraid and running away. I'm living by the rhythm of the soul, and I trust I will be shown which way to go, which way to flow, which way to know who I am and who I've always been. There's a secret in your heart that can tell you who you are. And if I forgive you, then I may know that secret too. 'Cause now I'm living by the rhythm of the soul, and it's calling me home. I'm giving up believing that I really know anything at all. I'm forgiving myself for being afraid and running away. I'm living by the rhythm of the soul, and I trust I will be shown which way to go, which way to flow, which way to know who I am and who I've always been. It can be so easy when I stop making it so hard. When I just trust the river that gently carries me along to the sound of my favorite song. So if you sometimes feel afraid of that made-up world we made, then you can trust inside, and you know everything's okay. And now we're living by the rhythm of the soul, and it's calling us home. We're giving up believing that we've ever known anything at all. We're forgiving ourselves for being afraid and running away. We're living by the rhythm of the soul, and we're on our way back home. Yeah, that was like 4 years ago, and I had like the first couple chords, and remember that. I think the first time I could debut that song in front of anybody was at David's gathering, the gathering which Armel called me at the end of it for the first time. Yeah, it was like, like, okay, you ready to live that song? You're about to have an opportunity. It's like, shit.
That came up before tonight. It must be a theme. I'm sure you guys have had that feeling. Yeah.
Didn't want to be a hypocrite, so I had to say yes.
That's what every girl wants to hear.
Yeah, how romantic, right? Well, it was never about romance.
Silly ego.
Death of an ego. Nobody cried.
No more blah blah blah. Yippee!
That's my favorite, hearing like an operatic harmony saying blah blah blah. That was the highlight.
When you first did it, we just packed up law.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Do you feel like doing that Jason Mraz song?
I was just thinking of it, so it must have been, yeah.
We just learned this pretty new Jason Mraz song called 93 Million Miles. And yeah, it's just really, really touching. It's kind of about, he's talking about, the idea that he can always come back home. But that wherever he travels to, he's always welcome back home, in the form of, like, in the song, it's like his mother and father saying, just know that you're always welcome back home. And it's just a beautiful metaphor for
But it actually
heaven.
in the I think it's the bridge, he says it's because your heart is where home is.
Yeah.
So he actually hears it first from his parents, but then he can feel the deeper meaning of what they're teaching, is that no matter how far you go, you can always go home, because home is actually here. So maybe he'll show up at Strawberry one day.
Yeah, I'll get Jason Mraz out there. That'll be the day.
His songs are getting awful in the mind with us. I don't remember where we play it.
Capo 1.
Keep on.
From the sun, people get ready, 'cause here it comes. It's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon into our eyes. Oh my, how beautiful. Oh, my beautiful mother, she told me, son, in life you're gonna go far. If you do it right, you'll love where you are. And just know that wherever you go, you can always come home. 240,000 miles from the moon. You've come a long way to belong here, to share this view of the night, a glorious night. Over the horizon is another bright sky. Oh my, how beautiful. Oh, my irrefutable Father, He told me, son, sometimes it may seem dark, but the absence of the light is a necessary part. And just know that wherever you go, you can always come back home. You can always come back. Every road is a slippery slope. There is always a hand you can hold on to. Looking deeper through the telescope, you can see that the home's inside of you. No, you're never alone. You can always get back home. And just know where you go. From the sun, people get ready, 'cause here it comes, it's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon into your eyes. Like we said, this is our practice time. We don't really feel inspired to practice if there's no people there, so we just...
Yeah, I've totally undone that, so now I never play unless there's people.
This one, or do you have another one coming to mind?
I could do that, or I was saying peace of mind, but.
How about we'll do 4 peace and then peace of mind.
Okay. All right. This song has a little story to it. I'll see if I can shorten it. The story is a little long, but one of my drop-ins with the Messengers was with David and Suzanne. And of course, when Ray and I took them, picked them up and took them around Vancouver, Canada, and we're taking them to the ferry, and then we picked them up again. So we spent like 3 days just hauling them around and sharing, in this car. And of course, just spending time with David and Suzanne, all this stuff is going to come up. So there was just all this darkness coming up for me and for Ray. And we had a gathering at the house, and at that point I had this cat, and his name was Peace. And I had rescued Peace, which was a great metaphor, because it was true. And it wasn't lost to me at the time either, that I had rescued Peace out of the dark forest. And during this gathering, he came up to every single person in the gathering, and he made a connection. And people were actually remarking about it. This cat was really, there was something about this cat. And after the gathering, the next morning, we actually fixed breakfast. I think it was May, so it was still pretty chilly in the Pacific Northwest, but right as I got everything done, the French toast and everything, the sun came out and everything just heated up like by 15 degrees, I swear to God. And we thought, we need to go outside and sit on the deck. It's amazing. It was probably 70 degrees by then or something like that. So we went out and we had this beautiful breakfast. I mean, the place where I was just spectacularly gorgeous. And we all kind of dropped into this lovely silence and our eyes were closed. And as we all sort of started to wait to come together and open our eyes, we saw, all of us at the same time, that peace had been creeping very slowly, trying to not be noticed so he could get to the butter. So he was on the table, and he's like, and we opened our eyes, and David just burst out into laughter, and he went, "Into all eternity there crept a tiny mad idea," at which the Son of God remembered to laugh, and we all just, I can remember that. I just felt like I had never laughed that hard ever before. And so I knew this was a really important day. I could just feel it, when you have that feeling. And so this was the day to take them back to the plane. They were going to go back to Utah, to the monastery. And on the way up in the car, I remember I saw a billboard and it said, "Learning comes from unusual places." And once again, I had that, oh shit feeling. Thank you. Yeah. So we dropped them off and we headed back. And by this time, it's like all up, I'm just like, what do these people, you just drop in, you stir everything up, and then you leave, and now what, So I'm just like, okay, this is, and I had an appointment, so I went, I don't know, I went inside to do something, and I came right back outside, and I got in the car, and I was backing out of the driveway, and I felt and heard something, and it was peace. Peace was under the car. So, yeah, we tried to get Peace to the vet soon enough, but Peace was gone. This was So, all this shame and guilt and sadness and grief came over me because it wasn't lost on me what had been going on, all this darkness. And here I killed Peace, right? That's this ego story. Like, you really did it this time, And then I heard, once again in my ear, really loud, "Teach not that I died in vain. Demonstrate that I live by demonstrating I live through you." And so I knew I was supposed to write a song, and this is the song. And like I've said at Strawberry last year, it started out really slow, and it got jazzier after time went by, so... So Peace was a teacher, a huge teacher. And we heard him after he died, too. We heard him for like 3 days. He would just go, meow. We could hear him, and we'd look around in the house and look around outside. There was no peace, but it was like he was just saying, "I'm not gone," Remember I told you, wherever you are, there I am? He was really quite amazing as a cat.
Jesus cat. The Christ cat.
Sleeping Beauty's gonna wake up. She's gonna kiss the Prince of Peace. There's no turning back, my mind is made up. I'm going all the way to peace. Enjoy the happy dream, the freedom ring, the freedom ring.
Well, this is a song that Laura and I have rehearsed a little bit together, so this might sound a little bit more. I actually wrote this song a long time ago. This was maybe, I feel like the first song that I wrote that I felt was kind of about the spiritual path in some way. And I wrote it back in college after having had an experience where I tried LSD for the first time with my best friend at the time, and just had a really incredible experience that kind of lasted for, I didn't really come down from LSD. Most people come down after like 8 hours or whatever. I kind of stayed up in this state for about 3 months. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was supposed to go back to college, like my fall semester was beginning, my sophomore year, and this happened maybe a week or two before the end of college break, and I also had a job that I had 2 more weeks left of, and I was living with my parents, and everybody could tell that something was up with me. It wasn't hard to see. I was tripping out the whole time, like doing these drawings, and I was just, everything was mystical and beautiful. And also there was a lot of paranoia coming up because I could feel this split between myself and everyone else. Everyone seemed to be in this different reality, and I wasn't in that at that moment. And anyway, I ended up going back to college and had all kinds of really interesting experiences. I could probably write a little mini book about it. But eventually I started to come back to, normal reality. And my parents wanted me to go on antipsychotics, so I agreed to do that for a while. And I don't know if it was that or if it was just my mind kind of starting to fade back. But eventually it kind of wore off, the high or the sense of everything is mystical and subjective. It started wearing off. And when I got back to this normal state, I felt really disappointed. I felt like I had just glimpsed something incredibly powerful. I had a glimpse into, just this realization that things aren't as they seem. And I felt bored to be back in this normal state, and I wanted to find out how to get back to that high state again, or that enlightened state, or whatever it was. And so I wrote this song called Peace of Mind out of that frustration, so to speak.
Will you take me for a ride? I'd like to see the other side before I go. There's just some things I really want to know. And will you tell me what they mean? All the strange things that I've seen before I die. For oh so very long I've wondered why. All the things that make me think, and why I always seem to sink
when I try. I only want to find some peace of mind, a little peace of mind. I'm a seeker on a quest, chasing what I know is best for my soul. Trying to do the things that'll guide me home. And I'm searching for the answers. Are they floating in the air? They say they're all inside you, but would you please show me where? The lights that look like heaven, they blind you in the eye. And all your deepest questions that you ask begin with why? So I've packed a couple things and I'm going for a ride. I'd like to take some time just to look down deep inside. I don't know where I'm going, only know just where I've been. Led by dreams and inspiration, I am leaving all my friends for a while, for a while. Left all my possessions for a while. Think about the things that make me smile. Do you remember what it was to be a child? If we could only find all the things we've left behind on the road that leads us to our peace of mind. As the years are getting older and my wings seem to get colder, I'm find it's getting easier to fly. And if I fly home every day, and I will never lose my way. But still we find ourselves searching for the answers. Are they floating in the air? They say they're all inside you, but would you please show me where? The lights that look like heaven, they blind you in the eye. And all your deepest questions that you ask will bring you peace of mind. I always feel like I just ran a marathon after I sing that song.
We all.
Yeah, there's another song I do that is kind of like that, like it's a lot of energy, very intense, and I sang it at the satsang that Kirsten, you and I did at the house, at the center. And afterward, my hands were vibrating, and everyone else said their hands were vibrating.
Mine
too.
were just
Or
like
yours.
tingling.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because it almost felt like I could almost not play anymore. Almost like it felt like it got taken over. Like I couldn't. My hand was just moving itself, or the spirit was moving it, and it was a trip.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an amazing night because it was the first time Eric and Kirsten and I played for other people. We had been at the campground in preparation for Strawberry, and Kirsten was back from Hawaii, and she was staying at the monastery, and she would come down in the mornings, and she and Eric were joining, and then somehow I got invited in to join, and we were having these just amazingly deep experiences with music. And we would just get into these states where, we would lose track of everything and just feel this real deep peace. And there would be times where we couldn't even play anymore. We were just, lost in this reverie. And then Kirsten had the inspiration. It was right when David came back and to play, to just see what would happen and to share it with others. And so that night I just felt it was so deep. We were so joined together, and it was like that was just the symbol of that, where he was playing with such energy flowing through him, and we were both feeling it. And I think some people in the audience, where my hands were feeling like if I had been playing the guitar, that's how they would feel. And there were just all these expressions coming up and all this healing happening, and it was just, I remember at one time, Suzanne was just bawling, and David said, "This is the wackiest concert I've ever been to," which I just loved that he said that. And that's when I just felt, okay, there's something in feeling really like it's in this undefined space, and we're just allowing it to come through, all of us together. And music seems to be this way that we can do it so easily, where words, like I love the fact that David will say the ego doesn't argue with a song. So it's a great tool for the Holy Spirit. It like goes through all the intellect and reaches us in our heart. And we can feel maybe from a song something that we didn't know that we felt before. So it's it's just so, when I think about it, here I was, the person who could never play for people, and seems to be that Francis Allen is a psychic, because once I was probably only here at the House of Joy for a few weeks, and we were sitting around the table, and something came over Francis, and it was like Francis went away and this voice came through, and she said, "You're going to have a music ministry." And then she came back to Francis, and I was like, "What?" She doesn't remember that she did that.
Of course not.
I have, maybe you've told it, and it made me think of it, but I think I remember it happening. Yeah, because something you had shared in our expression sessions, or something that you think that would be something that would be a joyful. You were kind of floundering and not knowing what to do next and everything, and I just thought.
Well, it seemed like a pretty big non sequitur to me at the moment, because I was thinking, I can work for eBay for a few more years, and then, I'm not sure. So my mind was not in that space at all. And then, so I love how the Holy Spirit has taken my greatest fear, turned it upside down, and shown me that it's a gift, and that it's for everyone, and that we all join in it, and just kind of makes me feel very humble, and also very deeply trusting of this plan that I don't understand. Like I say I'm the poster child for the miracle that I could be here. So
I would like to say that Laura is, I guess, the most recent. But the people that have come into this house there's just always seems to be miracle happens with their spiritual unfolding. Jerry testifies to that, and I see it in Daphne, and I feel it in myself, and it's very evident in Laura and in Russ. I mean, just everybody here just kind of gets into the vibe. You just can't resist it.
Yeah.
Charles, everybody here seems to be consumed in the joy. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just feeling that in order for me to be here, there was a lot of letting go of what I thought I needed and what I thought was the right thing to do and what I thought brought me security in the world. So I'm thinking of falling into your love. I don't know if you have that printed, but
I don't know.
I haven't played it in a long time. This is like a song about all the plan Bs. Like, if the whole God thing doesn't work out, you know, I still have my job. It's really funny when we think of it that way, right? I think Emily likes that. She struck a chord.
Here it is.
do my piano one now.
Oh, yeah.
I can't find it.
It's only me, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was last year, I think it was. I spent most of the year in California staying at my parents' house. Just pretty much when I got there with Armel, I think around Christmas time or Thanksgiving time of the year, not last year but the year before, so at the end of that year. And then I think she felt called to go live in community a few months after that, like in January, February, and I felt like I just really wanted to sink inwards. And so I asked my parents, I said, I really just want to spend all my time meditating or playing music. And so, if you ask me to do chores, I'm probably going to, I basically said I'm open to it, but I really just want to have a time to just do nothing. I really just want to give myself that gift. And so they kind of hemmed and hawed a little at the beginning, but then they were like, okay, they could feel it. Because I just, I said, well, if that's not okay with you, I'm just going to go pack up and live in the woods somewhere. And my mom didn't like that idea, so she, okay, you can stay here, And they still would ask me for things, and it was a lot of discernment of really, wanting to stay true to myself and also, wanting to be in service. But it was a lot of learning. So I spent a lot of time at my parents' house that last year, and they have a really nice piano. And I felt guided to start learning it. I guess this was a year and a half ago now or something. But I just started figuring out the chords, and I didn't really do it the classical way at all. I didn't use a book. I just kind of would figure out the chords. So I totally don't play, like the correct way, but I learned enough to be able to sing songs on the piano. And this is my second public performance. I did it at Strawberry. I've done it for like small groups, like at my parents' house. But this song is a song called "It's Only Me." I sang it at the open mic at the festival, and it's it's just about enlightenment. Waking up to the experience of being the dreamer of everything. Oh. I'm like, nothing coming on.
The little lights will come on.
Okay.
The red lights.
I think it's the back, very back button, farthest away.
Did you not?
I already got it, yeah.
Is it coming on?
I did. That's my song.
You can at least do chopsticks.
That's very good, Eric. You know anymore?
That's all I know. It's a very simple song,
It's collapse time so much.
Yeah, just collapsing
One
time. We
note.
don't need the
It's
song.
called 9 minutes a note.
That's right. Okay. Everyone that I see and everything I perceive is me, and I am free, and anytime I need to stop and see I am deceived, 'cause it's only me. I am the dreamer of this dream. I've just got to learn to see it's only me. And when I'm afraid, it's only if thoughts that I have made. There's no one outside to blame. It's only me. And I am free. And everything that I perceive are the projections of my false memory. There's no need to ever take any of it seriously, 'cause all that's ever seemed to be of time was just a foolish fictional storyline. But I'm learning that it never really happened except in my mind. And it's only me. I am the dreamer of this dream. I've just got to learn to see it's only me. And when I'm afraid, it's only thoughts that I have made. There's no one outside to blame. It's only me. And I am free. Yes, I'm free in the innocence I see. And everyone that I meet is just a part of myself who longs to be free. And I know in my heart, yes, I know in my heart we can be. 'Cause nothing is in the way except an insane thought that said I'm full of shame. But forgiving you is showing me the innocence in me. And I'm free. Yes, I'm free in the innocence that I see. Yes, I'm free to love and I'm free to shine. Yes, I'm free to share this peace of mind. 'Cause I'm one with you and you're one with me. And we share the same soul eternally. But I fell asleep and I dreamed this dream. And now I've got to take responsibility finally. 'Cause it's only me. And I'm free in the innocence that I see. 'Cause everyone that I see and everything I perceive is me.
That was neat. Like a lot of passion. Very cool.
The whole story in a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a version of that song. It always makes me think of mine is this similar idea. I remember when I just had this moment of realizing when I was talking to this person and seeming to try to get them to understand something or let go of something that they were accusing me of or something. And I just saw in this moment that I was just talking to my ego. And my ego is never going to join me in the holy instant, ever. And it just was so, clear. Oh, I can stop doing this. Doctor, it hurts when I do this. What do you think I ought to do, I really don't know, Maybe put on a softer glove, So I could just stop. I could stop trying to tell the ego something or explain it, because he was just showing me my mind. And that's where I needed to go, was inside. And I needed to be thankful. That's why I needed to see him as my savior, that he was just mirroring to me what I was ready to let go of. And so then it was like Christmas. So that's what this song's about. Do you want to do it too? I don't know if you have the words.
What's it called?
Heaven's Peace. Just like Christmas morning, I found your gifts outside my door. You are myself. I'm tasting freedom. Well, let's all get drunk on it. There's a glass for all of us, and they never empty. And if I sober up, oh, will you please remind me of the quiet answer, the one that's always here. And I am asking, I'm so ready for heaven's peace.
Can we go home now?
What?
Can we go home now?
I have a song called Already Home I could sing. Right?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remind me of this quote I was sharing. I've shared it with others, but I saw it recently from Ken Wapnick, and he says, "Don't worry about enlightenment; that'll happen of itself. Just work on forgiveness because it's showing you who the dreamer is." And when we see that, oh yeah, it's all my mind. I never liked the happy learner. I didn't understand that at all. But now I understand why we can be happy when it comes. Yeah. Because it's a gift.
I don't know if we've ever done this one together.
Go rehearsal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rehearsal time. Here we
We'll
go.
rehearse.
Let's rehearse.
They're always the best ones.
That's right.
They're always the best ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones.
Spirit of strawberry this year.
Yeah.
Live rehearsals.
Yes. The more we tried to plan, practice, schedule, what else? Anything we
Organize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like,
And it felt so good.
yeah.
Yeah. Already home. I have tried to find my own way back home, but I've learned it's pointless without a guide. I lost my way in the woods of confusion, in space and time. I lost myself inside my mind. In my mind. Unfortunately, it's just in my mind. Love is the only answer to all the questions I have tried answering all by myself. It's only made me tired, so tired. I tried to do it all myself, and now I'm tired. 'Cause it's
home, never alone. Though I've traveled in dreams, I've never left my home. I've been addicted to a story, the story of my life. I gave up everything I had just to be right, to be right. But now I know I'd rather be wrong, living the lie. 'Cause it's not so easy to lie to myself anymore. Something's calling me back to who I was before. How can I keep running away and relying on myself alone? And all I've gotta do now is stop and remember I'm already home. Never alone. Though I've traveled in dreams, I've never left my home. Never left home. Though I've traveled in dreams, I've never left my home.
Whoa!
Sympathetic ham numbers.
Hand vibration setting.
Okay, how's everybody's hands?
Spreading.
I wasn't
Hand
clapping,
check.
my hands were vibrating.
I often feel that way, like at the end of a really good movie. I just want to like go, yeah, you know. But I don't want everyone to say, you know, like I feel like I'll be the only one all the time.
Sometimes you do that.
I know. Sometimes I just say, fuck it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it last night at the movie, but it's like I'll just rub my hands together.
Wait till I get home.
You know, it's just.
What was the movie?
We saw, what was it called? The Big Year. The Big Year. Yeah.
What?
Big year.
The Big Year. It's about birders, bird watching people.
Oh,
It's really good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, you guys. I don't know if it kind of feels like maybe we're done.
I don't know, yeah.
I don't know if
Certainly open.
Stepping stones?
Mm. Yeah.
Relayed track.
I could do an encore or two.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. How do you want us to do it? The regular way or the reverse way?
It was fantastic the reverse way last time I heard it.
We were asked by Jeff last Sunday to sing, was it last Sunday?
Oh, yeah, with Eric singing.
2 songs, and he wanted us to do them like we did the Strawberry Song, which was my song that he sang lead to, and then I harmonized. And he thought that was, he just thought it was a great symbol of being unattached, you know, no possession. And so we had to come up with 2 more, and we had kind of practiced Just Relax before, which is Eric's song that I sang. And then we just one time, like out on the patio before the service, we thought, well, let's try Stepping Stones, and he learned the chords. So, and then on the fly, we just sort of did it, so we could do it on the fly again. Since we always do everything on the fly anyway, so yeah. I think we did it without a capo for you, right?
Yeah.
So this is just a song that is about all those leaps of faith we seem to take as we follow. And we're always afraid, or often we're afraid. I know I have been afraid. But if I'm open and willing, there's always something I can reach. There's always a stepping stone of some kind. So my mind will tell me it's very scary to do this thing. But if I'm just open, then everything just sort of rolls out like a carpet. And I never really had to, I used to tell myself, I know Jesus didn't drag me this far up the mountain to throw me off the cliff. I understood that intellectually, but it still would feel like it. So then one day I just realized, no, I'm getting stepping stones every single time. So that's what this song is.
World I see will be undone. Cannot hold up to your sun. Its weathered walls will all fall down till lonely truth is standing. I'd see the wrecking ball in the air. I'd have a drink or two with anger and despair. But now my eyes can finally see that you've been freeing me. I heard you answer in my darkest night. I only have to give up being right. And for every seeming leap of faith I have to take, leave me stepping stones, gentle stepping stones. Self that used to call the shots is only made of angry thoughts. Now it's your silent stream that is moving me. You reveal yourself to me, and all the faces that I see, and in the notes I hear you sing the song of I am. No, I never lost my way. I've been carried all the way. And for every seeming leap of faith I have to take, you leave me stepping stones, gentle stepping stones. You're leading me to a place that needs no center, that has no limits, and where need can't enter. And the island lingers for a while, blows with your wind, lands in your time, watches smiling as it all unwinds. our stories changed. All the facts are rearranged, and many pages are removed, till only love remains. I step in your fire willingly. The flame will burn away what isn't free. And for every seeming leap of faith I have to take, leave me stepping stones, gentle stepping stones, stepping stones, gentle stepping stones.
Now do it the other way around.
Should we switch seats? Switch guitars too?
Yeah, switch guitar. Play
Switch
with the other
everything.
hand.
Switch clothes. Go on.
You have to play left-handed. We could do the strawberry song.
I was thinking that maybe we could close with that.
For you, we
I think
do
you
it
do
on
4.
four?
Yeah, you do
Because
K4.
I do it on 6. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think. Yeah.
You do it on 4.
Let's try it. See if it works.
Are we in tune? Ah,
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So I wrote this at the campground. So it was just so inspiring to be there and waiting for Strawberry and getting ready. So this just is a song to be a tribute to what it means. And Strawberry to me was really kind of immersing into this miracle, and it's what the whole forgiveness journey is about for me. Strawberry is just this beautiful symbol. There's a quote in the course that I got in my email. Salvation is a collaborative venture. And that's what I felt Strawberry was all about.
We're all going home, my friends, walking each other down the path to where the suffering ends, and only true love reigns. So take my hand and meet my smile. Let me find myself within your endless eyes. For every step we take together by your mind, let me take you down to strawberry fields where nothing is real but the hands we hold to get there. We come as we are, and there's nothing to get hung about in strawberry fields. So if the road has made you weary and you want to fall apart, well, that's okay. Just let the pieces fly away and grab the hand that's next to you. Look into your brother's eyes and see the best of you. Nothing can stop us now. You can take me down to strawberry fields where nothing is real but the hands we hold to get there. We come as we are, and there's nothing to get hung about in strawberry fields. Canyon walls have seen it all, for they gave way to the river, and now they cheer a song. So let the flow of life run through us and undo us. It's our time. Make our way to strawberry fields where nothing is real but the hands we hold to get there. We come as we are, and there's nothing to get hung about in strawberry fields. Strawberry fields. Strawberry fields.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I remember when you were writing that Stepping Stone song here. You were sitting in the living room.
Yeah, I moved into the bathroom at one point because
Yeah.
I was in the masterpiece bathroom. I was playing with these lovely, the sound of the tile wall, and I remember someone, I think Lila came over, and she's like, "They told me you were in the bathroom. To go visit you in the bathroom." But yeah, did a lot of playing in there where I wouldn't bother anybody. So. Yeah. We could do one more short one. If you
Your love?
what?
Your love?
Oh, we could do that one. And then I was thinking of a new one, which you guys have heard, I Will Follow You song, which is a shorter one. But we could do...
Well, only if you want to.
Hmm?
Only if you want to. No pressure.
Pressure.
Well, I could sit here all night, so it's really, I mean, I've been known to do that, so, yeah.
Well, that
It's
was
really...
my request also, you know.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay.
That's a yes.
It's a yes. All right. Yeah, Russ helped me on the bridge to this song. Until Greg recorded it for me, the only version that I had to share was one with a lot of la-la-las in the middle, so. And then he helped me overcome my block and give me a direction. And then Greg did this lovely recording. The first recording of the, well, I think it was anyway,
the studio.
of the new studio,
New
the Living
studio.
Miracles Music Studio. Do you want to sing? Do you want the words?
I don't think I have. Is that one in here?
Mm-hmm. Well, Your Love Lifts Me.
Oh, right. Yeah.
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 compromise. No planning for the future and no need to organize. You ask me where I'm going. Something follows relay trains, and I just enjoy the ride. It's all up to you again. Today's a fresh start. I don't know where I am going, but I'll play my part with you in my heart, my open heart. Your love lifts me higher and higher, and with your love I am lighter and lighter. Got moved out of town one night and let go forwarding a race. You don't come round here no more. All my no's have turned to yes. You ask me who made the world, but I've been laid aside. My job is just to bless. My job is just to bless. My job is just to bless.
Undoing perfectionism.
Yeah, I never really had that. I'm doing that you could make a mistake. I
You
think
didn't
that's
want
it. Huh?
We never wanted it in the first place. So.
Yeah, not that. I have it other places. Maybe I'm just, yeah. But-
Another concert starting in there.
Yeah, I guess so.
That Paul?
Yeah.
So my 14-year-old decided to play the guitar, learn how to play the guitar 3 days ago. So he's really motivated. He's been spending like 6 hours a day playing the guitar. And he was using a popsicle stick for a pick. So someone dropped a flat pick in the studio and I just kind of gave it to him. So if you're missing a blue pick... Okay.
It's being put to good
This
use.
popsicle stick was, really cute, but I thought, 18 hours in 3 days, okay, here's a plastic pick.
He's worked up to it. He deserves it. Here's
Yeah.
the first level.
First level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another 6 months and we'll give you a capo.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, one more. Would that be okay? Or do you want to do this one?
Sure.
leads me to home. When I can't hear your voice, show me a sign. When I can't see your markers in the road, give me a wiser hand to hold. I will follow you. It's the only aim behind what I seem to do. Certain your way leads me to home. When I can't hear your voice, show me a sign. When I can't see your markers in the road, give me a wiser hand to hold. Show me in a way that I can see, with your certainty, what it is you want from me. And I'm in your tractor beam, and nothing is as it seems. And blind me and guide me. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. I will follow you. It's the only aim behind what I seem to do. Certain your way leads me home.
Got a little mother-son duo going on there. Dueling
He'll
guitars.
be here next year. Yeah. Strawberry's youngest performer and performer. Yeah, it's actually been really amazing to see my kids here. You know, I had a totally different plan, and I was supposed to be in Washington with them for the month of July, and we had made plans months ago and reserved a space. And after Strawberry, during, everything just became clear that, yeah, it was all being redesigned as my willingness was there. So, you know, I just feel so much gratitude, you know, these images and symbols of these ties that I may have to the world, and I love my children, and they've been teachers to me, but you know, just even watching any little fear about them and their welfare and just giving it over and just saying, God is kind, you know, if I think I love them, just, you know, my love that I might have is a shadow of you know, God's love for them. And just being willing at every step to just take everything I thought had to happen, or everything I thought was important, or they needed, or I needed, and put it on the altar next to God is kind, the sign in the middle, and see what would happen. And I remember there were things that would come up that I didn't necessarily know if I felt. We always say, how do you feel? And I wouldn't know at first. And it was just like this process of trusting, not knowing, like be in that confusion, just unpack, be just willing to let go. And then things just started to, like I always say, it's like a Polaroid picture. You don't know what it's a picture of, but it starts to develop, and you start to see how it's coming in for you and how it's dropping in, as we say. And I remember always having this belief that my kids were something I had to get rid of, somehow. That was my belief. Obviously it wasn't coming from love, but it was this feeling of, oh, that was the world and I have to let them go. And certainly I had to let go, and I am letting go of this concept, but the love is true and the love is real. And I remember at one point it seemed like I was going to be here, and I was going to be with Eric, and I was going to be helping support the studio. And, I was like, okay, how do they fit into this? And I remember just when Kirsten felt to call David, and we had this idea that the kids and I would be in this house next door. And I just remember my heart just melting when David's voice was on the phone going, oh yeah, that just sounds great. It was like pulling in my children, in these symbols of my children that I had kept away in order to keep separation between me and the community, which is just a symbol, And so I had put those barriers there. No one else had. And as I was willing to forgive those and let them go, it's like they were welcomed with open arms. And what I'm also feeling as I'm watching them is it was a call in their heart to be here, that had to be there too. So it's this promise that the Holy Spirit made to me years ago when I left the family, and I was prompted to do that. I didn't feel it was right in one way. I felt like I was supposed to stay with them, but I had such a strong prompt I couldn't ignore. And I remember that I was told in language I could understand at the time, they're waiting for the you that you're becoming. You have to take your steps. And what's just so amazing is that what I'm seeing is that was true. I've been taking mine, and now I'm watching them take theirs, and I can just bless, like the song. My job isn't to be the mother. My job is to just bless and be their cheerleader and just see them as innocent. And who cares if you flunk 8th grade, And it's so great to know that they're just on their path and they're just figuring it out their own way. And I don't even have a song about kids, but I just had to share that story listening to his. It's been so healing for me to be here with them. So thanks for letting me share that.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a wonderful story.
Yeah.
We are so blessed.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah. He's got the E minor now, I think. Or maybe that's an A minor. I don't know. Too bad you're not going to be around longer. Well, you can give him a lesson in a couple days, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, he's got a pretty good guitar teacher in you, I think I'd say. He's got some pretty good hands available.
Yeah. It's like learning to drive, though. Your parents really shouldn't teach you how to drive.
I agree with that.
No, he's eager, so he was able to take instruction. Came down the first day with a big blister on his thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's eager.
Yeah.
continue. Be continued.
So guys, I felt like I was running on parallel tracks here. It's like kind of I'm here, I'm listening, I'm experiencing all this, and this other track, there's this continuous undulating